All right, well, I don't think we can support any of these parties when they aren't supporting what we need. They aren't giving us a sustainable future, because climate change is more than just about recycling or saving the Great Barrier Reef. It's a civilization wake-up call. We need to do something about it, and these strikes are mobilizing young people. And on this September 20th, we're having a global strike. So this global strike is about workers, it's about students, it's about every single person. Because what we need to do is we need to build a mass mobilization, put pressure on our government, and actually get some action done. I think the reason that we have people in government is to support our views or is to make decisions for us as a majority. But the thing is, they aren't making any decisions that are actually needed. We keep putting our economic crisis at the forefront, but we aren't taking care of our climate when both of them are cyclically linked. We need to work on our climate, and therefore we can work on our economy.
Thank you for your question, Daphne, and I do think it is important that we do act on climate change. At the same time as well, I know Varsha mentioned about the economy. We need to remember that the coal industry not only makes thousands of jobs for regional Australians as well, but it also makes up a lot of our exports as well. So it's actually creating and generating billions of dollars for the Australian economy, and that's something that we really do need to bear in mind.
You made the point about both political parties saying that you shouldn't be doing that. I have to say, I say go for it. You know, I took my two kids out of school in 2006 to go to the Your Rights at Work protest. They both graduated from high school. They're both productive members of society. They both have jobs. And I wanted them to learn from that point that there are things that are worth doing. There are things that are worth fighting for. And if you want things to change in your society, you actually have to stand up and make your voice heard.
Where I live, we don't have that sort of issue, kids, because there are a lot of kids that aren't where I live that don't really believe in this climate change as much as strongly. And although I'm not a strong believer in it either, I still think it's good if you want to take a stand in what you believe in and feel free to, because that's where our great country is. We have freedom of speech and a right to speak our beliefs.
There's no doubt that climate change is one of the biggest issues of your generation. In my generation, it was about nuclear war and stopping nuclear war. In your generation, it's climate change. And can I encourage you to think collectively and creatively about how you can get your specific voice across? We understand everybody cares about climate change, but tell us exactly where you feel we can make a difference as a community and try and affect change that way. Can I say that I organised a protest once during school hours, but it was actually at school, so I was creative. So I am someone who believes, I look back on my school years, I went to a public school, and they were the best years of my life. And every day at school I learnt something new, whether it was in the classroom or in the playground through one of my friends. So I would suggest to all of you, please use every minute you have at school, on school, to talk about the issues. For example, if there is a global strike or something on that day, why don't you speak to your principal or teachers about having a forum or something in your school where you can pass motions and actually write to your local members saying this is what our school believes and this is what we want to change. So,
Premier, what if they want to go out with other young people and protest in the street together?
Do you know what?
To show some kind of solidarity?
I encourage protest, but outside of school hours. I think you should protest on school grounds if you maybe ask permission from your teachers. But I strongly believe that school is there for a reason, and I benefited enormously. I never thought one day I'd be the Premier of New South Wales, but it was because of my schooling, my inspirational teachers. And if we felt strongly about something, we'd go and talk to them about it. Why not organise a debate or a forum? Or, you know, I think there are so many creative ways to get your point across, but please don't feel we're not listening to you. We are. I get it. I get it every day.